What's happening, people? This is video 11 of 100, the 100 days and 100 videos YouTube challenge. Today, we're going to be talking about the logo process for clients. So, a client approaches you and wants a logo. My initial response to them is I like to get a lot of things out of the way straight away, just for peace of mind. And I think it helps the communication between myself and the client. So what do I mean by that? I'll ask them for an email. I'll say, do you have an email? Can I send you my working process and pricing options? Now this will state everything they need to know and let them decide if they want to work with me. They send me the email, and within this email, it will have the following that I'm about to explain. So first, you want to open your email with a nice opener, Dear Sir, Madam, to company. In this email, I will be outlining my working process and pricing options. Then I go on to the working process. The working process will have a few bullet points, and I'll break down all of them now, really briefly and quickly. So first, we will be outlining and discussing a brief, if there is any, and a time frame, because that's important. You need to know what the client wants, if they do know what they want, and how long they need it done in, or if they're open to a time frame. Second bullet point is discussing the money side. I work on a 50% upfront payment basis. So within my working process, I will request 50% of the quote I've agreed to start the work. You can do it however you want. I just believe a designer should always have an initial form of payment. And trust me, talking from experience, it's vital that you take something to start your work. You know, regardless if you work by time or not, you're going to be spending time doing this. And you want something to let you know that you've started, because you don't know how long you're going to be working unless you have a time frame. First step with regards to working, once that's all sorted and the payment is received, is the concepts, the initial concepts. Now you can do these on the computer straight away if you feel. I like to use my sketch pad, which I'll show you this shortly. I come from sketching and drawing before designing as a young kid, so I prefer to bring my ideas straight to the table fresh and then go ahead and the next step, which is the development stage. So once I've sent the client the initial sketches, we'll go back and forth, discuss which ones we like. I'll have them all annotated, and the client will let me know if they're happy with one or if they want to mix and match. We'll have a conversation, you can consult them and discuss what happens next. That's the development stage, where I go ahead and digitalize the logo. Now I use Adobe Illustrator. I think it's vital that for logos you use it rather than Photoshop. The simple thing I'll say is a vector file, and you scale a logo that you've made on Photoshop. You can only scale it a certain amount before it loses quality. You do it on Illustrator, you have a vector file. A vector file it's technically a shape. It doesn't have pixels, so you can keep expanding that and it won't lose quality at all. That's the main thing. And it just has so many more files you can save it as, which are probably beneficial for the company. Anyways, the next step is you discuss with the client, are you happy with this? Unless there's any amendments or revisions to be made, the final logo will be chosen, not sent straight away. We request that final invoice, the 50% or however much left remainder of the invoice, to be paid. Make sure you get paid, and then the work files will be emailed over. Key point. Now the payment options, I have two payment options. I have option A, which has a client wants a logo, but they have a specific brief. So they have a very specific brief, or they know what they want. They've just come to me because they want me to bring that vision to life off of what they have already. Completely fine, that's option A. Option B, my favorite, the client has the brand name, the company name, and they just want me, they trust me, or the company, myself, to bring their vision to life. They have no idea what they want. They might have one slight reference, but they technically are just coming to me. They want to give me, I call this option creative permission, creative control, creative freedom, because it's allowing me to be a full designer, and that's my favorite thing to do. I think a lot of designers can agree, you know. But anyways, with each option here, they will have slightly different working processes, which I will break down very briefly underneath each option. So as well as having the working process as a whole, I'll explain with each option how we will work to get to that final logo with each one, just so they have a breakdown of everything. Then I will contact the client once they're ready, which option do you want to go ahead with, and we get to work. You know, you base your quotes and everything. Once they're happy, we've received your certain amount to start the work, we get to work. Now I'll show you how we get to work. So I've got a company here called Eternal Property Developers. I'll put it to one side, like the processes on the pictures. When we started working, I got straight to the sketching once the initial bits are out of the way. Now, the client had just told me the name and they had a slight idea, but wanted me an option B. They wanted option B, and let's show you how the process went really quickly. So this is what we came up with, what I came up with, with regards to sketching. As you can see, the top bit I've started with just rough, quick sketches, you know, just trying to get my mind active and think to myself, what comes to mind when I think of EP, logos, this and that, like how can I make this look good? Then I have a look through the sketches and I draw my favorite ones based off of this. But I spend time on these. These are, as you can see, there's lines and all of that stuff. I've got like rulers and pens. I try and make everything accurate, because when I work with this company, I know it's a corporate company. They're just very professional, let's say. So I want their logo to show that. I need a timeless logo. And yeah, so I created this, and that was the chosen one. You can forget about that one. These sketches had all been annotated. So this was the logo mark, and this was the logo type. And then obviously they will be formed together to create the final logo. Now let me explain quickly what a logo mark is. You have McDonald's, and you have that logo as a whole recognizable. Then you have the M from the McDonald's. That's the logo mark. That could be recognized anywhere in the world. You place it on their packaging, it's McDonald's. Nike have the tick, that's their logo mark. They have the Nike logo raw, but they are recognized by their logo mark. So that's where I came up with the house, with the infinity kind of style, swirls around it. Eternal property, eternal kind of meaning forever. So we had to base it around that. Then we went into the development stage, and that's when I created what I'm about to show now. Now, once this was created, the client was happy with it. So I just put you have the logo mark here, and then you have the logo type here, and then we have the final logo overall. So all three of these can be used separately, but they're all aligned with each other. Now the colors, how did we come about that? Some clients just want the logo and then they can do what they want with it after, depending on the terms we've agreed with. But with this client, they know what they wanted. And mind you, with colors in the branding, you can research the psychology of colors, what colors mean to people, what industry colors go ahead with. You do your research and you'll find out a bit more, and you could actually show that to the client, whether you want to show in a presentation if you have more time on your project. And that's how you can get to your colors, like choosing for the branding. It's very helpful. So we came up with this and had a happy client. So I think it really suited the whole brand, the ethos, or just the whole brand overall. But yeah, I hope anyone that's watched this that needs help with their logo process, maybe this could help you to approach your clients a bit better. Please keep watching, like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff.